Okay, back at the shop, we got a new pressure washer. I know you might be saying, Mike, why wouldn't you have a pressure washer? Well, I did have a pressure washer. I'm the type of guy that only likes to buy things once. So I bought a pressure washer a long time ago. And when I moved to Houston, I put in a storage unit. And of course, in Houston, my storage unit got broken into, and somebody stole my pressure washer, which kind of bummed me out. But we got a new pressure washer. We washed the truck, man. Check that out. You can't see anything, huh? Oh yeah, there you go. So the truck is clean. Showing you this side, because the other side has a big dent all the way down the middle, where somebody had put a pole in the middle of a parking garage where I couldn't see it. Can you imagine that? So the our engine, our new race engine, is right there, and the Phoenix is where it always is on the lift. But of course, we got everything out of here, and well, we got all the bottom side pretty much taken apart. I think I gotta bust this radiator hose off real quick. I already drained the radiator, but I think what I'll do is I'll pull this guy. So this goes from the front oil galley, if you guys can see it, right up here. So right there, I drilled and tapped the oil galley, and I fed a line. Hey! Well, that is pre-filter, so I just thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to have that oil filtered go into the turbo, although it's not really expensive turbo, it's just a VS Racing turbo. But hey, if this guy maybe saved me, you know, $500-600, whatever it is, then that'd be a good deal. So let's get that guy down, and we'll cut her open and see what it looks like on the inside. Doesn't help that I'm blind. Okay. I'm tired today. I'll tell you, last month took it out of me. That, and I just ate like a Cinnabon. I had my once every 3 year Cinnabon, and I'm basically, I try to eat little sugar as possible. So eating like 3,000 calories of sugar, maybe that destroyed me. So maybe that's what's going on. So I apologize if I'm low energy. I should be high energy, right? With all that sugar coursing through me. I feel like I'm about ready to go into a coma. These guys are cool little tools. Get yourself one. It's always a good thing to just cut them all open, take a look, and see how things are going. Had I done that once or twice, maybe I wouldn't have to be pulling an engine once or twice more than what I did. Then maybe, but the oil doesn't smell. The oil doesn't smell really like it's been contaminated. It doesn't smell like super sweet. Like, what am I trying to say here? It's the sugar. Please forgive me. It doesn't really smell like it's that E85 kind of smell. I mean, it's in there, but you know, the whole engine bay smells like E85, but it's not. It doesn't. Whoop! If I hit the focus button, I always do that. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got in meal. Ugh, slippery. Okay, so you guys can see that. I mean, it's a bearing, you know what I'm saying? There's like, obviously the coating from the bearings slipped off, but it's not like clogging the filter kind of blown up. It's not like glitter factory. It's just like a little disco ball fell on the floor ish kind of thing. So I'm hoping, because what happens is these guys have a bypass valve, and if you over pressurize, or sure how, oh yeah, it sucks in. So if let me show you guys just in case you don't know this, but if you clog up your filter to save your engine, of course it's not going to save your engine, it's going to destroy everything. This little valve opens up and lets the pressure bypass it, and what that then does is the glitter all clogs that, creating a vacuum, sending that guy down, letting all the glitter bypass that, and then go all throughout your engine and destroy everything, which is going to destroy everything anyway. So it's kind of a catch-22 type situation. But yeah, I mean, it's glittery obviously, but it's not too bad. I feel pretty certain that whatever was going into the filters probably caught, and the engine's probably good. It's probably that one bearing. I'm pretty sure I know what bearing it is, and it probably just beat it up, and all the crap came out of it, and now we got a beat up rod, and we have a beat up crankshaft. So I paid, I want to say it was like $500 for the engine and a 4L80E transmission. So I think what we came to was like $150-ish on that engine, and then the rest was for the transmission, because the guy thought the engine was bad. Maybe he was right. It certainly had a rod knock, and we fixed that already. But when the engine's done it twice, what I've learned is that's the engine's told you 2 times now. The engine's told you twice that it no want a party. So to dump money into that thing again, and then when it tells you the 3rd time, and you're really sad because now you've spent $1,000 or whatever going through and rebuilding an engine, then that's all on you. This engine doesn't want to party. So what I'm gonna do is, my buddy has, the guy that did my heads for me, Trey over at Mad Performance. They got a full machine shop obviously, and all the tools to refurbish everything. And what he's going to do, of course, is he's going to sleeve this out and turn it into a 427, and he'll make money off of it. So he is going to give me $150, and pff, I'm evenish, as long as the camshaft is good and I can reuse the heads. So it's a win. It's a win-win, even if it's a loss. Life gives you fucking lemons. Oh, I'm not supposed to cuss. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So let's get to work. But you guys don't want to see any of that. It is 2 hours later, so I started at 4:30 and it's 6:30 now. And bam, we are all ready for the big pull. I feel like I can pull it like this. Usually I take everything off, but I just figured it'd be easier to take all this stuff off when it's on the engine stand than it would be to kind of crawl around. Actually, all this stuff's really pretty easy to take off, except the manifold's a little bit tough over here, and that's the one thing that I think I might have to take off. But I think I have enough clearance on this side that we'll be able to pull it off, so I'll be able to kind of lean it this way. But what I am going to do, because I do need a place to pick it up, and I can use the head in the back, the bolt in the back, but there's nothing up here really good, and I don't want to loop this and end up messing up my nice little air compressor bracketry, even though I've never used it. So I'm just going to pop that off, and then I'll be able to use a bolt there and a bolt there. Uh-oh, I was supposed to turn that off. You know, YouTube will ban you. No, wrong way. Had to turn the music off because YouTube will ban you, you know. So I almost forgot. I was Saturday. Hey everybody, it's Mike Monkey Fab. We're getting the Phoenix engine out. Doing it super lazy. I just left the manifolds on, and we, with enough exertion force, which is not probably ideal, we're able to yank it up and out of there, so no big deal. This guy is coming out. I figured I would show you the comeback here because it's like classic. Of course, here's our new racing motor. I got the cover off of it. I'll show you it in all of its glory. It's called an LMR is the code for it. And as you can see, it is, yeah, LMF, I think, is actually what the code for this guy. And it is 125K, 5.3 automatic. Ran great. That's all we need to know, right? And so there's a few different differences here with the engine that is in Meow. But mainly it's the same. It's an iron block, which is a big difference. So we've gained 200 pounds, unfortunately. But I'm tired of playing games with the aluminum block just so I can tell people that I have an aluminum block. I don't know if the bragging's worth the trade-off with all the problems I had. Like I said, it's already died on me twice. And you know what they say? What do you tell an engine with two black eyes? Nothing. It's already been told twice. So yeah, it's got, surprisingly, it came with 243 heads. So these are the higher compression, higher flowing heads, which are the same heads that are on that guy. So I'll probably just directly swap those out since those already got springs in it. This does have all the stuff for, you know, the Gen 4 cam sensor up front, the 458 tooth reluctor, and its sensors down. Yeah, up on the mill. It came with all the stuff. I wish it would have came with the front end accessories. It's just nice to get that stuff, but it didn't. So, whatever. This guy has a drive-by wire intake manifold. So what I did is, what did I do? It's the big announcement. What did Mike do? What did Mike do? So what I did is the Megasquirt's got to go. I'm gonna get rid of that. We're pulling out the whole gold box thing. It's not bad. It's just maybe too complex, too good for what I want. It doesn't control the air-fuel ratio as well as a Holley. Everybody knows that by now. But it's so complex and it's so hard to dive into everything. For me anyway, it's just a little bit more than what I need or what I want, and I want that good fuel control. So we went ahead and bought a Holley Terminator X, and I already got one of Matt's kits that lets you plug in the Matt Happel builds these little pigtails that plug right into the harness, lets you run the flex fuel sensor and the alternator, which will just plug right in, which will be good. And then all we gotta do is wire in the boost solenoid for this guy, which I can't imagine is too terribly hard, and get ourselves an electric gas pedal, which will get rid of the cable, which is nice. And that drive-by-wire also controls, I think it also does your IAC for you and stuff like that. So that'll clear up a little bit. And it was only like $1,200, something like that. We just got the basic set. It doesn't have a transmission controller. It doesn't have the big screen, but it does have a small handheld screen, which is nice. We can throw that up in the dash area when we get to it, and it'll be, I think, a better option for controlling this car a little more dependably. And we'll take it to a place. I got a place in mind to get it tuned, just to make sure we get our timing tables done out well. But that'll be exciting. So that's some exciting news. New engine management. And I think that's about it. Everything other than that, I've kind of decided just to keep everything the same-ish is where I'm at right now. But that might change, because as of the day before yesterday, I was planning just to keep the gold box in it. And then I was laying in bed and thinking about it, and I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and get the Holley. So we got that. So who knows? Who knows where we'll end up at. But back on the Phoenix, not where we wanted to be. We wanted to be on the Volvo wagon. It's hiding behind the Subaru over there. But this honestly is like a week's worth of work, but it's probably gonna take me longer than that, just because the only day I get to work on this stuff is like Saturday. So it's Saturday. I'm gonna get after it. Just wanted to show you where we're at. We'll do the obligatory engine cherry picker shot, because I mean, what's the engine removal video without the obligatory cherry picker engine shot, right? Up it goes. There we go. Engine out. A few things you can do to make your life easier when disassembling engines on engine stands. Be sure you take your flywheel off, take all these bolts out, loosen up one, so it's easier to get that stuff off when it's on the engine stand. I do use 1-inch standoffs, which usually lets you get access to that stuff, but just do it ahead of time if you know you're going to do it, and then it'll be super easy for you. So yeah, she's out. She's out. She's going in. Thanks for dropping in, checking out Monkey Fab, and be sure, as always, to go check out the website. It is Monkey Fab Garage. Can you guys see it? I gotta do the zoom in. I need your business, man, because things are tough right about now. MonkeyFabGarage.com. We've been stacking them up, so I'll show you what the work that's been going on since we got them collectors just stacked, man. I got them over there. We got them over there. We got flanges. We got all kinds of stuff. We got your billet flanges. They're just stacked. There's piles. Whoa! I always go the wrong way. There's piles of that. We got the AN line. We got the PTFE line, which is just great for the E85. That's what we're running in here. People are like, is that stuff good for E? Yes, it's good for E85. Well, there's a lot. I've been running it for 3 years, running it when it does run.